Well, finally, well, my phone will go live. The computer is not so much. I don't know what's going on with the computer this morning, but my phone, let me tilt this back just a smidge, or scoot back just a smidge. Yeah, I tried to do it on my laptop. My laptop was not working good. Yeah, I'm napping it up today, but I'll mess up my hair since I got it clean and everything. Got up early this morning, got everything dispatched, got all the drivers taken care of there. And let's see if I can get on YouTube on this and you know, see if I can get on my own chat. I can't see the chat. Hey Jay, yeah, I'm Mr. Napa today. Uh, yeah, I was going to try to get it so I can see chat better, but I'm seeing it all right on the phone. It looks like. Yeah, tomorrow. This. Let me get my. Ah, let me put the tongue in gear, right? It's tough sometimes on a Tuesday morning. Had a busy day yesterday. We worked at the Napa store. We're changing out all the fluorescent lights to LED lights over there. I've got my guys over there working on that. They've got the old timey fluorescent. The light bill's humongous because of things like that. And I've got we're still trying to get everything with the auction and a few other things going too. So we're working hard on that. Got all the truck issues taken care of, all the dispatch. Looking at a lot of different things. I was reading some articles about trucking, whereas they're going to allow maybe 60-foot trailers in Canada. I hope that doesn't get to the United States. They'll make everybody go to a cab over if they do, to be able to get the overall length. And that would be a tremendous obstacle there. And I mean, you know, uh, it's just not safe. It's tough enough. I've gone through uh, a lot of things. I started in the trucking business when we had 40-foot trailers. Then we went to 42-foot trailers, and then we went to 45-foot trailers, and then they jumped from 45 to 53. Um, so I have seen the evolution of a lot of trailers over my years uh, since 1967 of all the hey EC Trucking, good morning. Uh, through all the years of my trucking experience, I've seen a lot, and I would hate to see the 60-foot on the road. I mean, we have enough trouble, uh, making a turn with a 53, much less a 60. Like I said, but and that would also make it where you would, like I said, you would have to have a cab over truck unless they were to change the overall lengths, and I don't think they'll ever change the overall lengths anytime soon. Not with the way that interstates and off roads and everything are established. It's just we're getting to the ridiculous. I would rather see them go to triples as opposed to 53. I mean 60s. I mean we're just putting inches, and I know what these shippers are wanting. These shippers are wanting more and more freight. Uh, we're going to probably one of these first days. Everybody talks about autonomous. I don't think we're going to get into autonomous vehicles anytime soon. Uh, we may have. I think the first thing you'll probably see is when they run them in tandem, or what are they calling that? Uh, Basically, when you're able to connect uh, a two moving vehicles together, tandem, I think is what they're calling it when they run them in tandem. That I think that will be the first mode change that you'll see, and that's going to be dramatic there too because yeah. uh, yeah, I know 60-foot trailers that they're going to be that's going to be tough. Uh, I I really don't think that that's the way to go. Uh, the tandem are putting an autonomous vehicle behind a regular vehicle that one driver is driving, I think you'll be able to see that. But the problem with a lot of that is anytime you start hooking so many different vehicles together, uh, that's like when I went from driving 53-foot trailers up to doubles. That took the learning curve's tough there. The doubles are fairly safe. They've got those down pretty pat. I mean, I don't dislike doubles. I've never driven triples. Uh, don't think I ever will. I don't foresee them ever getting triples into the state of North Carolina, where I'm based. There are triples in Pennsylvania, but they're only in specific spots. You can only do it on, I think, Pennsylvania Turnpike, and out west you'll see triples. But I don't foresee that being the dominant thing here. I think people are scared of letting the trailers and trucks get too long with one operator. And even when they start doing these autonomous trucks and trailers with more than one, I mean, with just one driver, maybe, trying to pull it all, it's going to be it's going to be tough to do. I mean, I've seen the logistics of going from single trailers into doubles, and then to be able to do this with an autonomous vehicle and a regular say set of doubles or whatever, having 4 trailers going down the road with one driver controlling everything, that's going to be a tough situation. And I see enough of just regular things, and people don't realize what's going on. I mean, I forgive you for instance, I had a truck Friday called me about 4:30 in the morning. He said I had a flat tire. Well, it evidently he ran over something. Actually, it blew out 2 tires on the trailer. Well, that's one thing that I think so many of these manufacturers are not looking at, and some of these lawmakers. There's a lot of debris that there's a lot of debris out there that people don't realize. I mean, you're going to have something fall off. I mean, say for instance, where this happened with my truck, it was in a construction area. Well, they're paving out there. They're doing. You've got all kind of different trucks and other vehicles going through there, and things will fall off a truck, or we've had things such as a leaf spring break off of a truck, not ours, but say somebody else's, and it's laying on the road. I've had a couple of fuel tanks punched out with the metal debris from falling off of vehicles before, and just different things like that. And we're going to have issues like this that these lawmakers and these manufacturers have not put into play. I mean, they put on a great show. They show all these great things. I mean, the one thing when I was watching Elon Musk show about his vehicle, he says maintenance free. It's not going to happen. I don't care how good you've got a truck. It's not going to be maintenance free. Check with the people that even actually own Tesla cars. They're not 100% maintenance free. And that's part of everybody's business when you're in your manufacturing. They want you to come back. They don't want you to buy a vehicle and then 10 years later buy another vehicle. They want you to come check in with you. They're going to want software updates. They're going to do all kind of things that are going to create an avenue for them. See, Carolina Beach is no treat for me. Yeah. Well, Carolina Beach would be a nice place to be right now today. It's nice here today. It's nice here in the Carolinas. I'm looking out over the pond and everything. It's pretty. See my cooters. I got a couple of cooters on a log down there. A couple of either that or just regular turtles. I think that's just regular turtles. We have a log that's fallen out into the pond, and my turtles get out there on top of that log and sun themselves every morning. It's a pretty sight and I enjoy setting out here and watching everything. But this like I said, it's a little bit cooler this morning. I don't know what it is in the rest of the other guys that are in North Carolina. It's a little bit chillier this morning. I don't know what the temp is. See if mine, I don't think I have, yeah. Oh, it's 56. I thought it was chilly. I set myself down out here without no socks on. I go, man, it's a little bit cool. But it's pretty. I'll take it any day. Oh, it's cool and overcast there. Well, it's not overcast here. So it's overcast down at the beach. Now, we had a storm that came through last night, and that's probably why it's so cool here today. We had a pretty good rainstorm. Came through about, I want to say about 9:30 last night, and it it it's a lot cooler today than it was yesterday. Of course, we needed the rain. We were down on rain a good bit, so we were needed. Of course, next Saturday we need no rain. I don't want any rain next Saturday. Next a week from this Saturday is my sale up here. We're going to have the auctioneer's going to be starting up at 9 o'clock, and oh, it's 69 in Pinehurst now. Well, it's not 69 here yet. Oh, good gracious! Here comes my dog again. All right, hey puppy, Axel. Yeah, yeah. Now don't talk. Don't talk. You don't talk. I hear you. I hear you. My little puppy. Well, he's a year old now. He's not a puppy. I got two border collies, two brothers. All right, you want to hop up here? Yeah, 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 yeah. I think people hear you. You want to be a movie star? Is that what you want? Be a YouTube star? All right, just sit right there. All right, I'll pet you. I'll pet you. But uh, you know, on the trucking end, like I said, getting back into the trucking, it's we're um, we're in, in a volatile time right now with trucking. I mean, everybody's still trying to deal with DEF and EGRs and everything else, and those kind of situations. Um, hey, I appreciate it. Get me more subs. Uh, I try to get as many subs as I can. Uh, I hope people like my channel. I try to be honest with my trucking business, and I'm not going to be a person that's going to be overly excited. I've been in this business too long to get overly excited. I'm not gonna cuss and jump up and down and everything else. I don't think people want to hear that. But I will tell you the truth about my end of the trucking business, and I will give you my opinions if you want to hear them. And that's generally the way I'm going to try to do it. Uh, it's Now I get excited sometimes. I get a little bit hostile, not hostile. I get angry sometimes at stupid things that happen in the trucking business, whether it be uh, the company if they get something crazy. I mean, like I said last week, I had two incidents on Friday. One where another contractor's driver pulled in behind my truck, one of my trucks on the yard, and as they were hooking up to a converter dolly and in our blind spot and got popped. And then they say, oh, well, we blew our horn. Well, that's fine, but you weren't supposed to be pulling behind us as we were hooking up to a piece of equipment. And there was a driver from out in Kansas City. And then, like I said, the other issue was I had one that blew out a couple of tires Friday morning. And some lady was right beside the truck as it blew the tire. Now, if you've never seen that happen, and actually it blew two tires. I don't know what happened. Hit road debris or something. Blew two tires out. I don't know if one ran over a piece of debris and the volume of the air coming out. And I've had this to happen. Blowed the second tandem out or a second tire out. But anyway, that's what happened. We were going down the road on going up I-77 up above Charlotte, and the had a blowout, and it and blew out the second tire, and some lady was right beside my truck when it happened. And of course, now she's all upset because it got some debris or scratched her car or something. Sorry, that happens when you linger beside a tractor trailer truck. You're almost playing Russian roulette, in my opinion. I've told my children and my wife, never, I mean never, linger beside a tractor trailer truck. when you're going down the road, because just like what I was explaining, that tire goes off, and you can kill somebody with a blown tire. I mean, if that cap comes off or the tire explodes or comes apart, uh, that can kill you. So you've got to be very careful with that. And that's a little bit what happened. So I don't know. I don't know what the outcome will become of that. But it was a blowout tire. It wasn't an accident. It was just a blown tire. And it was, I guess it was an accident for that lady that her car was damaged, but I can't do anything about it. I mean, tires will blow when tires blow. Whew. Well, what is that, a hawk? Yep, that's a big hawk up there. I don't know if y'all heard that. Kind of spooked me. But we get some hawks every once in a while right here. But evidently, that big hawk made a big. He's not swooping down on me, so I'm okay. But I'm out here in the countryside, and I really enjoy it out here. I can, I'm gonna hold the phone up here. Whoops, and I'm gonna flip it around. I'll show you what a pretty sight I think it is anyway. Down here on our pond. There's our pond. I don't know if can't hardly see the turtles down there, but there's the pond and the pasture and everything. So there's some flowers or some bushes my wife's messing with right there. Of course, she's a little bit under the weather this morning because she hurt herself yesterday putting out pine needles. But let me turn this back around. And I hope, oh man, I might have to sit back a little bit. I'm sitting up in the chair here. Well, Jay, you have a good day. Have you started your job yet? I hope you have. And you have a great day. I'll chat with you at another time. And I'm not going to stay on here too long myself. I'm going to get off here in just a few minutes. But it's a good day. It's a pretty day. And I hope everybody will enjoy chatting with me from time to time about the trucks. Oh, you start next Monday. Well, great, Jay. I hope it's going to be a great job for you. And put 100% effort into it, and hopefully you'll have a good career. That's the best bet. In other words, my dad told me years ago, he said, I don't even care if you're a ditch digger, but you be the best ditch digger there ever was. And that's what I try to do with everything that I do, whether it's my trucking business, my Napa business, or whatever. I'm trying to go at it 100% and make it very productive. So far, that theory's worked for me. So I'm kind of continuing on with that theory, and I've got good people to work with, and I try to keep good employees. I have real good employees and good people to work with. I don't like turnover in my employees. I try to keep and retain employees as long as I can, because that's well, you're more than welcome, Jay, and I'll try to keep up with you, and we'll chat at another time. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I've been on here about 20 minutes, and I've got to hustle up to the store and some other places. But I enjoy chatting with everybody, and y'all take care. And I'll maybe sign on either this afternoon or tomorrow, and go from there. See ya.